True or false? Now, I know you don't like the way it sounds, but let's be honest and let's get to the fucking point. You're a servant. Everybody cannot be a chief nor a leader. Says, I need a bodyguard, and niggas start pulling up to his crib. All of them niggas gonna be his servants. They're serving him. Yo, go to the store real quick. Whatever you dress it up, finesse them to make it think, oh, bodyguard. No, nigga, you just put yourself in the way to protect this man that you admire and you're influenced by. You're a slave of his now. He can do whatever he wants to. He can say, go out there and hold that gun, shoot that man right there, and then you're gonna do it. Why? Because you admire this man and he's influencing you. Now are you a slave? What are you a slave to? You a slave to his influence. Period. Now, if I have money and I tell you to do something, you're on a payroll and you don't do it, you don't get paid. You're a slave to the money. Now, if I tell you this, I don't have your money, but you want to be around me because of my influence and you want to be around me because you like me and you admire me, whoop-de-woo, you still my slave. Same thing. You're just a slave to the influence rather than the money. Let's call it what it is. Y'all niggas go to work every day and enslave yourself and you do something for money that you wouldn't do for free. Now tell me how many of y'all have worked a job that you did something for money because you needed money that you would not have done for free. We can go to McDonald's right now, walk in McDonald's. Do y'all want to be here? If McDonald's didn't pay y'all, would y'all get up every day and come to work? No, you're a slave, my nigga. You're a slave to the money. Like, let's understand what that means, servitude. Let's understand what servitude means. And let's just be real. Slavery that's the first thing we need to do is we need to understand words. We need to understand what they mean. But it's such a triggering word. Come on, man. We the conscious community, but niggas can't. We're not just programming out of there. Let's look at things realistically for what they are. Slaves do get paid. A slave got food, shelter, whatever. You was property. Listen, I just told you. You were a slave to the white man and what he told you to do. If you didn't do it, he would kill you, he would whip you. So you was a slave of the fear that he struck upon you for not doing what he told you to do. That's what you were enslaved with. So if I told you to do something, you didn't do it, you were going to get a punishment. You were enslaved to the fear of that punishment. Listen to me. If you're working for me and I'm paying you, and I tell you not to do something, then you're in fear of not getting the money that I have to give you. So therefore, you're enslaved to the money. If I have influence over you, and I tell you to do something, or you can't be around me, you gotta get the fuck out of here, then at the end of the day, you're a slave to the influence that I have over you. It's very simple. It's not about what you're enslaved to. The slaves didn't get paid money. No, slaves were enslaved by the fear of what would happen if they didn't do what master told them to do. The psychological games that they put on them. This is where the torture came in, because there was a consequence if you didn't do what the slave master told you to do. Now all I'm doing is talking facts. You ain't gotta like me. A true speaker has no friends. My design doesn't care what you think about me. I'm here to give you a truth. If you can't take the truth, then so be it. I'm telling you the truth. Musa, stop talking in the chat. Don't talk no more. You shouldn't be talking in there anyway. Stand down. Of course they're going to taunt you now because you said something. You know how these people are. They're attention seekers. They want attention. They're weak, as if they can judge anybody, but they play behind their cell phones. We have no time to give them attention. Ignore them. If you ignore something, it goes away. If you give it attention, it keeps growing. Ignore them. Everyone that goes to work every day, to a security job, to wherever you work, even some of y'all doing shit like owning your own business. Nigga, you're doing it for money. So you can survive within the matrix. It's not something you would do for free. Very few people do what they really want to do. These are free people. You're a slave to money. So you put an animate object there and you say that slavery's abolished, but it's not. There will always be a slave. There will always be servants. There will always be servitude. There will always be service. There will always be the head. There will always be people that are smarter. There will always be that. And we have to establish an understanding. You said, I have a tribe full of betas. Well, I'm the alpha. There couldn't be another alpha there. We would bump heads. We would repulse, but it doesn't mean we have to be enemies. We can be allies. We can utilize each other for resources, but we can't stay in the same space. This is nature. It's one alpha gorilla to each group. That's just how it goes. It's not supposed to be more than one alpha in the group. Study gorillas. We share 98% of our DNA with the mammal. We should study gorillas because gorillas are more in tune with nature than we are. Study chimpanzees. Study the mammals. Study them so that you can understand where we get a behavior from, because nature was here before us, obviously. I go back to Bigo in like one day. I'll be back on Bigo, guys, in like on the 1st. But it, you know, I don't beg for anything. I don't need to beg. I'm God. I'm in my purpose. When you're in your purpose, you don't need to beg. It comes to you. My life happens effortlessly because I'm in my purpose. Okay? And I'll be honest with you. I'd rather ask for money than work for it. And be real with you. I mean, you could be stupid all you want and put your 8 hours in it, your 12 hours in, working for doing some shit you don't want to do. Ask and ye shall receive. Knock and the door shall be open. I asked the universe. I don't even need to ask the universe. I believe, nigga, like this shit is on an automatic now. It's on automatic. Like, I know I'm in my purpose. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So because when you're in what you were born to be, when you're aligned with your true purpose, everything else will be added unto you. Seek ye the kingdom of God, which is your true purpose of understanding you. And everything else will be added unto you. This is ancient text. This is nothing new. When you are aligned with your purpose, you don't have to think about money. Because money will come in abundance in different forms in different ways. Focus on your purpose, your craft, your gifts. Focus on those things. You feel me? So, I don't have to beg for money. Money comes to me. I haven't been on Bigo in how long, y'all? How long? Because I thought the money was Bigo money. Y'all said the money was Bigo money. But I was making money before Bigo. Money's come to me. If anybody's been following me since Mexico, nigga, I've been taking care of a group of people way before goddamn Bigo was ever even thought about. I was in Costa Rica, Nicaragua, fucking Panama. This was all before Bigo. It doesn't matter how the universe blesses it. Y'all niggas be all up in the nigga pockets. That's weird. How you getting your money? You getting your money like this? All of y'all getting government money. If it's money, it belongs to the government, nigga. Every dollar you get belongs to the federal bank, nigga. It's the government. Stupid. Don't talk about, oh, you got an SBA loan or how I got it or, yo, you know, you got a POP loan and you got an SBA this and that. We have proof that you had this and you hustled this way and you hustled that way. Nigga, does it fucking matter? All of y'all getting it from the government. Every one of y'all. If they cut you a check, all that money, look at the money. What? We got a dollar bill? We got a dollar bill anywhere? I don't know. Look on a dollar bill. This is what Jesus has said to the in the Bible. They had asked Jesus about taxes. How did he feel about taxes? He said, well, who's on a denarius? Who's on a dollar? Look at the print on a dollar. Whose money does that belong to? Does it belong to black people? Did black people create any kind of money? Fuck no, nigga. You live within the system using that white man's money in that white man's world in his little game. Money is a game. You playing it. Let me lay my game down quite flat. That money belongs to the Illuminati of this system, the Matrix. That money go from hand to hand, hand to hand. It don't matter how you get it. It don't matter what the fuck, how you or where you got it from, nigga. As long as you got it. It ain't your money. None of these possessions, these desks, these cars, these houses, these clothes, you have nothing. You are a nigga. The earth, the universe belongs to you, but this world, you are nothing. You're a monkey. You're a slave. You're nothing. You built the world and you have nothing a part of it. It has nothing to do with your culture. It has nothing to do with who you are. This is a fabricated reality. Don't talk to me about no fucking money. You're nothing in this world and you're everything in the natural world. We believe in the system. We live by it because it's all that we know. And we're in it, but we shouldn't be of it. When they asked Jesus about the taxes, he said, well, Jesus, how do you feel about taxes? Jesus said, well, who's on a denarius? He said, Caesar. He said, well, render unto Caesar's what's Caesar's and what's God is God. See, you belong to God. You belong to nature. You belong to life. You don't know that, though. Right now, you still belong to money. You're still doing things for money. I don't do things for money. Period. Money comes to me in abundance. I utilize it to navigate and do whatever I want to do in this world, in their world. Yet I don't do things for a dollar. I don't have a price. No. You can't buy me. I've been offered to this day, every day, I've been offered millions of dollars. I turned it down. I said no. You know why? Because I belong to God. I belong to you. And what I do it from my heart. I do it because I want to do it, not because I got to. I do it because my life means to do it. So when you look on a dollar bill, you realize that this is a game, man. And you can even match the money colors up with the Monopoly money. This is a game. Yeah. And the owners they print the money. They don't need money. They print it. If somebody is printing money for you, they don't need money. They printing the shit. So if they printing the money, they don't need it. And if they don't need the money, what do they need? What are they making the money for? For you, stupid. You're in the matrix. Plug the fuck in. Gotta go get this buck. Money, clothes, and hoes. All of nigga knows. You know, stupid shit. Man, I'm trying to get this bag. What? Slave. Slave. Slave to money, man. I'm a slave of God. I'm a slave of us. Everything is a slave because everything is here to serve something else. I'm here to serve you. Those that are serving me don't realize I'm serving them. Financial freedom, let's talk about it. I have something called cosmic currency. What does that mean? If you understand the laws of the universe, the laws of the universe have stated that seek ye the kingdom of God first, which is yourself, know thyself, and know thyself and establish yourself for who you are, and everything else will be added unto you. Do not think about money. The moment you think about money, the moment you lost. Everything you need is coming to you. Exactly when you need it. Ye have little faith. And in the Bible, I always go back to the Bible because it's funny because Jesus talked about this shit. It's like, yo, he says in Matthew 6:24, it says, you cannot serve God and money. You will hate one and despise the other. You cannot serve money. You can't do things for money. You can't do that and serve yourself. You can't do it. It's impossible. And the people were looking around saying, well, damn, well, how we going to eat? How we going to get clothes? He said, look into the field at the birds. They do not reap nor sow, but their heavenly Father takes care of them. He started telling them to look into nature. Nature doesn't do anything for money, but everything is eating and everything is... How does nature get its food without money? They get its shelter. We're only one species on this planet. There's not even a number. Infinite amount of species on this planet, and none of them use a money exchange system. We are the only ones that are enslaved by some imaginary currency. How does the rest of nature survive on this planet, dog? Healthy too, never getting sick. And why do you worry about clothes? Look at the grass in the field that's cut down and thrown in that's here today and tomorrow, cut down, thrown in the fire. God dressed them. Why you worry about clothes? Let the pagans worry about that. That's what you guys are, pagans. You pagans. Whatever is not for you, the universe is going to take it from you. You're going to lose shit. This is when you start worrying, oh my God, I lost my house. I lost this. And that's shit you didn't need. The universe is going to get rid of anything that don't serve your divine purpose for existing on this planet. If it ain't for you, it's going to go. And you got to be able to let it go. Like, oh, Something must be coming good, because if something's going out, if energy is leaving, there must be new energy coming in. And that's the way to look at it. But when you start losing stuff, oh, I can't keep this car, I can't keep this woman, I can't keep this nigga, all this shit is, in the moment, you think like, oh my God, I gotta go get a job, I gotta go get this. No, the universe is setting you up for what you need, but you have to be able to be still and allow the universe to shape and form your life to you. And it's going to be uncomfortable, because you're going to go through a change. So you used to being independent, getting your own, and now you're dependent on somebody. But that somebody is the universe working through that person